Welcome to SVG-TV News for Friday, April 8th, 2016. I'm Lafern Fraser with the details. Describing the win by the West Indies cricket team of the World T20 Championship last Sunday under the leadership of Captain Darren Sammy as phenomenal, Prime Minister Dr. Alf Gonsalves announced that his government has decided to offer the skipper Vincentian citizenship. The announcement was made at a media briefing earlier today at a cabinet room where the Prime Minister took the opportunity to do the famous West Indies champion dance with under-19 cricketers Gidron Pope and Obed McCoy along with officials of telecommunications company Digicel in attendance. The Prime Minister praised Sammy's leadership skills and credited him for being able to draw out the best from his teammates to win the championship against England in India. Dr. Gonsalves explains that the move to offer Sammy citizenship was an outward sign of inward grace and assured him that more will be done through CARICOM to show appreciation to sportsmen and women.
But I think that for his distinction, we can do no less that if he appreciates the important gesture, that he should be a citizen of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And in addition to carrying the passport of St. Lucia, he carries the passport of St. Vincent for special distinction. And this passport, I want to make the point that this passport is the outward sign of the inward grace of citizenship. These are not commodities for sale, because the highest office in the land is not that of Governor General, is not that of Prime Minister, but that of citizen. And we'll be very pleased to have someone like Darren Sammy as a citizen of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Sammy, who is a Digicel sports brand ambassador, was overwhelmed and almost brought to tears by the gesture. The St. Lucian-born said that he had always felt at home in St. Vincent, but was extremely pleased to be considered for the award. He also had strong commendations for Prime Minister Gonsalves for supporting cricketers and the overall sport.
To hear you say those words, I know you have always been vocal in your support for West Indies cricket. To the players, you've acted as a mediator when the issues arise, and someone I've always had a lot of respect for. And to come here to St. Vincent as an endorsee of Digicel, I came in. I got a call yesterday from Digicel St. Lucia saying St. Vincent wants me here, and. I must admit, St. Vincent is just like home. We in the Windward Islands, we play together before, they professionalize the cricket. And St. Vincent has always been a place that feels like home. And whenever we play here, the level of support, and I know you urge the people to come out and support us as well, it's been tremendous. So to hear this announcement made, PM Kenny Anthony caught me off guard when I got home by renaming the Bon Station Cricket Ground after me, and I'm still waking up trying to understand if it's true or not, and in the space of 3 days for you to make that announcement, I'm truly, truly honored, and I want to thank you for your support for West Indies cricket and West Indies cricketers.
Additionally, Minister of Tourism, Culture and Sport Cecil Mackey said the win by the Windies was an inspiration for the entire Caribbean and had high praises for the under-19 cricket champs as well as the women's team.
Darren, I want to say to you that churches erupted in cheer, funerals erupted in cheer, households erupted, communities erupted the whole of the Caribbean went up in cheer when you guys delivered that victory for us. For Digicel to bring Darren to St. Vincent and the Grenadines so that the people can also identify with that victory, I think is a wonderful thing. And I'm sure that when you go around on that motorcade this afternoon, that St. Vincent will come out in their numbers. Persons would come out of their workplace, out of their homes to greet you and cheer you along and say to you, thank you, we love you. You are not only an inspiration for the cricketers of the Caribbean, but also to the people of the Caribbean.
The Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment says it is continuing its fight against the mosquito-borne Zika virus. Speaking at a health fair yesterday, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Simone Kieser-Beach indicated that there is still only one confirmed laboratory case of the Zika virus here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and her ministry will continue its work to reduce the possibility of any further cases of the disease.
We are continuing our testing, and we still only have one lab confirmed case of Zika. That was the case in Union Island. We continue doing our community outreach to sensitize persons. So right now our team was in Orange Hill. Yesterday they were in Sandy Bay, and we have now completed the northern Windward area, and then we are going to Barley on Saturday. So we are working through the entire country, through the Grenadines, northern Grenadines, southern Grenadines, North Windward, North Leeward, and the areas in between. So we are gradually covering all of the areas in terms of letting people understand what's happening, what we need to do to protect ourselves.
Dr. Kieser-Beach is encouraging members of the public to continue with their proactive methods in preventing the breeding of mosquitoes.
What we need to say is that we think we have had some success in terms of our outreach, but that success can only be maintained if persons continue to do the healthy things. So continue to keep your environment clear, to continue to reduce the breeding sites, which would be drums uncovered, litter containers around the house, like flower pots with stagnant water. You need to change the water often. You need to cover any storage drums properly. We also need you to look at your septic tanks, because the vents on the septic tanks, the Aedes aegypti can live in the septic tank. So what you need to do is just like a little stocking, a piece of stocking, but you need something that can cover, a net that can cover the top of the vent to prevent the mosquitoes getting in and then getting back out, and that will significantly reduce the amount of mosquitoes you have in your environment.
With a rise in persons suffering from kidney disease here in SVG, Thea King spoke with a few kidney patients on how they are coping with the disease and what it's like living with it. King also got the perspective from a medical practitioner as well as a kidney support group on the matters. Here's her report.
Kidney failure, a disease that is spreading across St. Vincent and the Grenadines, attacking the old, the young, and anyone it can devour. This disease is not only expensive to cope with, but it can be fatal.
The rate of kidney failure cases in SVG is rapidly increasing, targeting Vincentians of all ages. SVG Television got an insight into the life of being a kidney patient from 31-year-old Ansia Williams and 47-year-old Kenvert Cyrus.
I have had kidney issues for the past 3 years. I was hypertensive, so I used to go into the doctor very often, and then all of a sudden I got sick one time with acid reflux, swelling in the legs, tiredness, and then my blood went real low, and then the doctor sent me to the hospital, and then I was diagnosed with kidney failure. I wish if there are anyone out there who would like to help, it will be greatly appreciated.
I've been suffering from kidney disease for the past 6 years. I never used to go to the doctor much, only when I feel real sick. So I didn't really know that I was hypertensive and diabetic. Well, when I took sick, I had to go to they took me to the doctor, and he sent me for some tests and so on, and when the results came back, he told me that I have a problem with my kidneys.
Pauline Gabardien de Freitas, a nurse at the Health Solutions Inc., labeled kidney failure as a silent killer and urges Vincentians to take care of their bodies.
Patients who have diabetes and or high blood pressure, and over time either it's been poorly managed and patients are not compliant, so on and so forth. So basically those are the primary two reasons why the kidneys would fail, unless there's a genetic disorder or an illness that comes up related to the kidneys. Watch your blood pressure, watch your blood sugar. The problem with kidney failure is it's a silent killer, and that's why we're more out in the community now trying to educate. With kidney disease, a lot of the initial symptoms are symptoms of other issues. So patients automatically would not even think that, oh, it's my kidneys acting up. And a lot of the major symptoms don't generally come on until towards the end, where you actually have lost maybe 80% of your kidney function.
We visited Francine DeYoung, a member of the Kidney Society, to speak about the group and what they do to help kidney patients in SVG.
Since the formation of the society, the mandate has been to assist numerous of persons who are currently battling kidney disease. The role of the society is to achieve three fundamental objectives. The first objective is to heighten awareness of kidney disease here in St. Vincent. The second objective is to assist those patients who are currently battling kidney disease. The final objective is to carry out our social and fundraising activities.
Kidney failure is a creeping disease that gives little warning. Medical practitioners urge persons to get their kidneys tested to see if there is anything to be worried about. As the saying goes, it's better to be safe than sorry. Fia King, reporting for SVG-TV Evening News.
Senior Education Officer with responsibility for early childhood education, Gwyneth Cambridge, has emphasized the importance of providing children with the necessary education that would set the pace for learning throughout their lives. Cambridge was speaking at the sponsorship disbursement ceremony of funds to 22 children from several preschools across 11 districts earlier today at Government House. Cambridge says that early childhood is a crucial stage of life in terms of a child's physical, intellectual, emotional, and social development. She is pleased by the initiative of attempting to help preschoolers and by extension their families who may be from not only disadvantaged areas but who have difficulty in meeting the overheads of sending their infant child to a preschool.
As most of you are aware, early childhood education is the very foundation on which our society moves forward, because these children in the next 10 to 15 years are going to be making significant contributions to the country of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The very fact that the Prime Minister has taken on the Zero Hunger Initiative means that attention is being paid to those persons who cannot make it on their own. So we want to say that on behalf of the Ministry of Education, we're glad to be partnering with this organization in meeting the needs of our preschoolers. And we hope that this will continue as we look at more children that possibly need help.
Representative of the Children's Welfare Committee, Dr. Peggy Antrobas, says that the committee understands the need for the program and further assured parents that the committee intends to continue the program in the coming years.
We hold teas, concerts, and other events in order to raise funds so that the children of our blessed land can start life in a safe, free, disciplined environment. Today, each preschool will receive $600 for the child attending the school. This includes the school fees and a meal a day. Today, we are distributing $13,200.
The St. Vincent Geothermal Company will host a community meeting tomorrow at 4 p.m. at the Toroma Primary School in Overland. According to a media release, the purpose of the meeting is to introduce processes for livelihood restoration, where applicable, and resolution of concerns and complaints for the communities of Orange Hill and Georgetown, as well as other related stakeholders adjacent or close to the proposed drilling sites for the next phase of the project. At the consultation, company representatives will provide updates on the geothermal project, introduce the project grievance or complaints mechanism, and the resettlement action plan. Also, tomorrow, the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment will host a town hall meeting at the community center in Barralee, commencing at 5:30 p.m. The meeting is designed to make the necessary plans for a cleanup campaign on Saturday, April 16th, 2016. Adrian Dean, a businessman from Brighton who operates a bakery at Arnisvale, had the charge that was laid against him for human trafficking discontinued yesterday by Chief Magistrate Rayshon Brown. Dean had been accused of committing the offense between May 11th and September 30th, 2015, after he invited 3 Jamaicans to St. Vincent to work at his business place and promised good accommodation, attractive salaries, among other things. Reports are that during such time, the victims resided at his Brighton home, during which time they claimed that they were treated inhumanely. The preliminary inquiry that was conducted by Crown Counsel Kareem Nelson summoned 2 witnesses to give evidence, being head of the Criminal Investigations Superintendent Ruth Jacobs, along with one of the victims. However, on conclusion of the cross-examination by Defense Counsel Grant Connell, Nelson rose to his feet and indicated to the magistrate that the prosecution will not be proceeding further with the matter, as he was directed to do so by his senior. He did not give any reasons for such a move. The anti-human trafficking charge is the first to be laid here since the enactment following a bill that was passed in Parliament. Flow paints Kingstown and surrounding areas blue and white to celebrate the commencement of the company's official merger with Cable and Wireless, or Lime, and Columbus Communications, Inc. According to country manager of Flow St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Wayne Hull, the merger of these 2 companies was announced back in November of 2014, and the company has undergone a journey of just over 15 months to get to this point. He added that today marks a turning point in telecommunications in SVG.
As you know, Cable, Wireless, and Columbus are really the backbone of telecommunications, not just in St. Vincent, but throughout the Caribbean. But today we have the marriage of these 2 great companies and 2 great teams to deliver to St. Vincent a refreshed, younger, more spirited brand that will bring new products, new services, and be the only telecoms provider that could deliver to you your TV, your mobile, your internet, and your fixed line voice services. So I think that is an extremely great achievement for a single company to be the sole one-stop shop for all your telecommunications needs here on the island.
According to Hull, with $10 million being invested over the next 2 years to upgrade networks to expand island-wide, Flow customers can now expect better coverage, improved customer service, faster internet speeds, and the introduction of an array of new products and services.
There is a brand new retail store that we're going to roll out at this same location, and it will be unmatched, unlike anything that you've seen by any company here in St. Vincent. Also, we'll invest in talent and training for people, because that is very, very important. And as we tell our people, they are our secret ingredients, and they are what? They are the value creators of the company. With Flow, we also have a whole suite of new products that we're going to introduce over the next couple of weeks. We have a whole host of mobile apps. We'll have things like Flow Music. We'll have things like Flow to Go. And that is an app where if you're a TV subscriber, you can now view your TV channels or live TV on your mobile phone. Also, we have new content that's coming.
In response to a question as to the price increase previously announced, Hull says that has been put on hold and that the public will be notified accordingly of any increases in the future.
I can confirm that the price increases announced by Flow previously have been put on hold. So we put that on hold, and we'll advise further when there are changes, or if there are going to be any changes or further adjustments to prices. But any change in price takes into account a number of factors. And it's generally based on cost. So it's not a matter of justifying, it's just a matter of where you're faced with different cost scenarios, and you have to make price adjustment accordingly, right? But just to confirm is that we have put those price increases on hold, and we'll advise if there would be any further changes.
Local gospel singer and songwriter Nadine Howell will be launching her first single entitled Promises here tomorrow, April 9th, 2016, at a free concert to be held at the Arnesville Church of the Nazarene. Nadine has been involved in music and the arts from a young age, and she is currently employed as the worship minister at the Arnesville Church of the Nazarene. In 2014, she graduated with honors from Miami International Seminary, and it was also valedictorian for her class of worship and music ministers. Nadine's single tells of her journey as a cancer survivor. Tomorrow's concert will begin at 7 p.m.